Oneness. Coexistence. Oneness. Coexistence. Oneness. Coexistence. Openness in faith and time mission. Often, the place of oneness among religions. Second Sunday in 2022. Your family. Ne adusua no dia ewo sunsuma brabo misramo so pa asori o koko mosque o koko temple o koko synagogue o jagriti bebia wo se koko akosum bia ma yure mfi butaya anti ayawo se koko akosum nyankopɔ mfomso a nipa ne sɛ saa nea me bubu odi nyina nipa adwene so ho na ɔkɔ a obeye yi wa brabo wo yesa it is very wrong na ɛno nso ɛnkyerɛ sɛ wokɔ a wa brabo entumi enye yi no ɛno nso ɛnkyerɛ sɛ so what it means is wokɔ biaye a ɛyɛ wo sɛ ɔkɔsom nyankopɔn ate nyamsɛm na sɛ wadwene ba ho so ma ohu sɛ sɛ mete hɔ no mekɔ fie mete fie metumi kɔ adwuma mu metumi pie kɔgye m'ani ɛyɛ dɛn na dako ɛwɔ na ɔtwum de me behyia baabi sɛ mesua deɛ nti hɔ no saa beaeɛ hɔ no ɛne baabi a da bi asɔre a wokɔ ne wankasa wo fie no there's a big difference. You don't treat the place as your home or your outing or your workplace. There's big difference. Said you go adwuma wonim botaye nti a wodi ko adwuma. Said you go dwuma or botaye a wodi ko dwum. Said you pia or botaye a wodi pie. Sa na se wo ba baabi a place of worship. O kai sa botaye. Obia ni ho a obekọ adwuma akwakoye adwuma what if football bet no officer me bobo like so ya na kotae anon sa ne ma we na madwa we bregu wa kwa adwuma ma o ye adwuma no obo na all work lotto. If you want to work your lotto, I don't have any problem, but it should be done at your leisure time, not when you are at work. Adwuma bebre egu na se no obekọ obi adwuma mu na oho na oto e de e bodame sa de me gu adwuma. Because a Juma is a quite Juma Quack was 7 customers. Namusmania, Oko Yard or to Dami. Since you find a misplaced priority. In the same way, Sauko place of worship. The woman said, but I be now, but what I said, what kind said, so we saw when you're Honamui. What I don't know. But I don't know how many years, man. Why are you all the days of the week? Would you when would the who Juma? That is for your body. But Sawabaha, it is no more about body. The child said, you are a spirit being. It is just a reminder. Say you are not this physical body. You have a link with your creator. So discover it. This is our place of worship. That's a one dream to say the order so you will fear. You have missed it. Then like I said, a football player what dressing with Jesse, our cover ball. Meaning is was a fish, our partner saw a fish. You better say then we. Yes or no? Yes. And as a well-dressed policeman, also German, or call Akoya Juma duty. After once or to be about 7. No, sir. Because aren't you on duty? What are you doing? Yes, I cannot. You'll be sacked. But he really said, your places of worship, the physical lives we live, and the back. The way we think, the way we talk, the way we behave is the same thing. That is misplaced biology. And the woman said, soon suma braba ye feni nyam sumuno. Aye steps. And what does it mean? The steps mean say, so what tiasi a so bomb what then say. When it was bad, the end of Benyan Kita would be a Ubeni Susu. You know, we need Susu Marcellus. You know, we need Susu Marcellus said, or bad the end of Bob Breck. Ah, the dear who said, Piabano. Manini 1 hour and a back, not 5 years, on 90 years, and Hano. 1 hour and a back, not 5 years, on to me, Casa and Hano. 1 hour and a back, no 10 years, no, that's what class 1 and Hano. Say how? Now you have also forgotten that in your life, the seed in you and in your mere lenkono, it is not growing. That we forget. It is not growing. Don't confuse this with your physical life. Yawajuma na usika, babra bopa, siesika, yajumadin, janjimpa, that is different. Aside that, there's a seed in us. Sa seed de biabano, and then yakuponye babu. Manini. I can't say. So, that's what didn't feel known to me in Casa, said the how. What didn't feel known to me, Nantia, said the how. Ask yourself, the seed in you, the Jabane woman if you're body in your coupon at your age. A listen. That is the reason why you are here. So, why you're careful? What you have, I better say what you would day. So, why you're careful? What you have, I better say what you were doing. Two different ball games altogether. Don't ever mix. That's what you say. And don't you know? You do see no. Yes, sadly. The best you know. Who say periodically? Let me say even every year. Some fear finish celebrate. It can even be. So the embassy starts on your birthday. It can even be. Say that the embassy starts from a dream you have. It can even be Sunday the embassy, it can start even today. You ask yourself, what has been your level before your God? What has been your level in regards to the seat in you? Farmer Bernade, a friend is a Buraka chef for 2 months, now boni fifi, na income. Say how? Now to seed, you know. What do you feel saying? What do you know? When you call sorry, when you call mosque, when you call jagriti, when you call temple, when you call synagogue, take it from me. Don't misplace the facts. You may think, say, when you go to the place of worship, you have to go and be a billionaire. Who told you? Some place of worship and you can't even be a billionaire. You can't. But we are also telling you at the same time. So why billionaire we are now cast we are saying say, what about the seed in you? Now listen, this is the scenario. The scenario is like this. Say, why ye now be because now we see the engine to set your back. What to shoe? Sneakers, papa mama. The school uniform is brand new. The school bag is brand new. Or school the car and airport. School no first class. Obefia, our nice teachers me boy, like us why ye, not still our bone anywhere. Say the whatever you get in your life, now spiritual level, it is still bankrupt. You are in big trouble. When ana nipa enka anunti ana suma hodo ba pemun titimuba. Listen to the airwaves. Come. Fawebra. Come. Aquantio, our dear Meboa. I'm not saying say God cannot do. Not a boss animal, it is God. So he can provide. But when you not the see you engineer, they said it's so bad. Why the shepherd approve by the not exams be our oil. Yes, I will you. Would you punk? Yes, sir, let you and us. This is openness in faith and time mission.
Topic: Renewal and Reconstitution. In the name of the absolute God, the giver and sustainer of life, I greet you all with peace and divine love.
This is my greeting to the entire world. In the name of the absolute God, the giver and sustainer of life, I greet you all with peace and divine love. Amen.
Amen. The topic for discussion is renewal and reconstitution.
The topic is renewal and reconstitution.
Renewal is to make an already existing thing become current to fit a current or present situation. Without renewal, an already existing thing may even be considered not appropriate for a situation. This is evident in our day-to-day national constitution, where many documents have to be renewed in order to be accepted for a particular duration.
One just the message share topic national. The first word is renewal. To renew. Say BB obesisem. Renewal na yatra say kama. E kire say BB e wo hodada. What you say? BB e wo hodada. Na mmo emre asesa, emre adane. The sound na wo hodada no. E say ye mu nsakraye. Na ne mre na asesa na den eko. But what you say? Renewal does not mean say new. Adane wo hodada. Na mmo emre adane. Nsesan aba. Emre bi adane. Saa na tie bia saa de kona e wo hodada no ye beye mu nsakraye na ene emre adane na ye den akọ. Na me de ba say in our national constitution there are so many documents me boy. Say come and renew after every 6 months. Come and renew after every 1 year, like driver's license, like health insurance, like national ID card. To the people, voters ID card, like register general, and the same passport. It is the same driver's license. It is the same document from the register general. But at the end of the year, say come and renew. Yes, sir. So documenting the or what that. But a mere adane nti be your document in society. Na ne mere na de enko. Mere na adane nti no. Sa wan sa document no na the mrato a untumi nka say me wodada o meka say check the date atwam renew. Yes, sir. Don't you know this now applies to our physical spiritual life? Munnimu. Anyway, it applies to our spiritual life. Your document is still the same. No one times have changed. Go and renew your spiritual documents. The affirmative renewal and say, you have got reconstitution.
Reconstitution is masterfully putting certain things in very proper order, which may be a bit different from how it was constituted.
So, after renewal, your reconstitution, what the name be to 2 years? Name na be to 2 years no. It might be different from the way I sit here. Your boy. Okay, renew name be a registered general department. Sometimes you may need to change some names. Yes or no? Yes. If it is passport, the date of birth is the same, the boy. But as you miss a document in your age, when you for now you have 13 years. That's okay renewal. Menya sure say over 13 years. So any fan reconstitution. They make out here say Yɛde nneɛma bi asisi baabi a saa nneɛma bi sisi baabi no then nyɛ sɛ deɛ esi teɛ dada on the same document. So if we reconstitute our documents and said yes, you said name for a near you be from the and make it changes, do you also know so in your spiritual life, son at all? Else you did now what that now what sorry. Now that you first about yourself fish up oh I think on person I finish our poor better 2 years. Have you renewed and reconstituted your spiritual life? What else?
This means when there is a renewal, there has to be a reconstitution for perfection to happen.
Yes, and it's all renewed documents, you know. Now certain questions, one answer yeah, I must go and then answer me why. And he said, who renew, now who reconstitute in year, now I am perfect. So let me kind of, if 4 years ago you were 34, so 8, you wrote 34, who could renew this year, over 34, you bet 38. If you still write 34, it is still not valid. So you make sure, say, the BIA perfect. Are we sure? Say, pepe. Nemesis will be singing. There's a statement that we say, what is in the microcosm is also in the macrocosm. Never be a coso if you are on the spiritual world. So documentation and renewal of documents. I'm saying say it applies to our spiritual life and to us.
Our spiritual levels goes with a spiritual cloth to be able to match up to the level. A cloth which does not correspond with the spiritual level of the aspirant causes a lot of imbalances in the aspirant's aura.
Listen to me carefully. Spiritual life and spiritual level. And you have to share level. No problem, Messiah Brapino or her. So, our journal, a journal dada. Your promo too, no, not how share answers. Design. That is what also happened in the spiritual life. The uniforms are signed. Sergeant, inspector, how much are they? No, but in the same police service. Football, the same jersey, but could they be one hat? The captain. There's no way. So, I teaching hospital. Then the medical practitioner has a boot any jersey. It doesn't match the profession. Yes or no? There's no way. Someone go football field. Now players has a suit, has a shoe, has a essential check. Are they footballers? A job be a way be any academy send the money one. So don't you know that in your spiritual life there's a cloth, and I say a cloth at a show. Na minyi ni sawa shatade ba ko sa otimi shesa ya wusi mi boa to be out to be from me boa in your spiritual cloth are you wearing the same cloth atete and how pe become home and how to be aka you kai sa na man we don't ba ha no bi aka de wo se nyina kodia no hwehwem apart from them be sha guso no okohwe no hwehwem ana one said the atete abaha ana one said the chill ana one said the niapa you know say no it doesn't go. You don't even know so what are they. The truth is everybody is under a cloth, and I said minim time I was at the chill and at the beginning of the year say your birthday say after a dream no they will give you a tabia. Hello. Hi.
So a cloth is given to every spiritual aspirant to balance with the spiritual level. Periodically check
Yeah, the checks.
Checks are made to see if the spiritual level still matches with the cloth.
Voila.
If it doesn't match as in the spiritual level, has become lower,
Don't
has
worry.
become lower,
Lower than the cloth.
then the cloth is taken from the aspirant. They are then degraded.
This is the most critical statement in spiritual life. Ndi ade a mekyerɛ no sɛ mote mase a be happy. Bɔbrɛw, panyansa to abrabɔ, yɛdwuma, bɔ life, jiwani, wonya ade a ɛfa tɔ, aduane a ɛda wɔ kɔndɔ di, wotim ware a ware, be happy. But, please, there's something extra about life. Saa na ɛbi hyɛ mo nkura nyinaa sɛ wɔn nsa ka yɛ bi no, ɔnsa daakye wobɛgya ato. So you say, Osunsuma brabo, ye the atade ma no ebe fettle according to your spiritual level. According to your spiritual level. I don't think some mesha atade man more 10 years. Them commit. I don't think so to be chama atade a obe chame extra large. Obe sremi anasese. I don't think so. Like I said, what is wrong with you? That we know. So papa will obesha it be a large or extra large. Extra me nunca. I didn't say according to your spiritual level. Hello? Then periodically, from time to time, it is checked. So we learn when you are from time to time. Atadne di ma ebi after a birthday. Atadne di ma ebi after a certain dream. Atadne di ma maybe from the beginning of the year, no. Periodically, meaning, say 3 months, I don't know. Say 6 months, I don't know. Say yearly, I don't know. Say 3 years, I don't know. And then the mystery, no. Yeah, but say your spiritual level, any atadne no po. Say ye back. Na level na de ma no spiritual level no. Eswati, then you will be degraded. Therefore, you have been demoted. Anytime we hear about demotion, have you been demoted or upgraded? Periodically, checks are made on the clock to see. Say, and then as regards to your spiritual level, if your spiritual level has become lower than cloth the mawana, near degree, but say you are tadi chill, I force say ya, not a bro. Don't say how. Don't say the house. And answer the swati. That's in Yami Wana Tabi Chiwa. Now down. As in wait. You can't go there. I could sign home. Yes, sir. What's a space in the one? You can't go couple for. You give thanks to God because when you're on and I'm a boy saying it here, it will be our time and a walk, a roar. I tell you, if you put your matter than a matching. So periodically, one mystery, you know, wouldn't him say 3 months, say 6 months, say 1 year, nobody knows. But it is given to you. Interesting.
One who is able to keep up with the balance between the cloth and the spiritual level will need to renew the cloth, and this goes with reconstitution of the makeup of the individual, both physical and spiritual.
Hello? Obia or person atade channel and then the spiritual level imagine. The woman except or renew no home. Now or reconstituting no home. Physical and spiritual. Intensify your meditation. Intensify your askar. Intensify your mantra. Intensify your practices. Pray to have more dreams for directions. Then you know, say you are renewing. But Empire say, over reconstitution, when the reconstitution comes, it even affects your physical body. What the class is saying, physical creating cancer that way, that physical dress and your spiritual one. No? Because of love will be a word into almost feeling that question that day, even physical. Catch it. Even physically, catch it. So when you're Santia Siena, go say, who school? If you don't want to fail the exams, then take this school of life very serious. Yeah, it is beyond so many people. At the Ben show. Now, what should you why reconstitute? Have you cut down on the number of friends at the reconstitution? Hello? Have you cut down on the number of places you visit? And for some reconstitution. Have you cut down the number of negative thoughts in your mind? Reconstitution. Have you cut down on the number of times that reconstitution for some reconstitution? So, hello? What you mean do spiritual level will be now I will say baby or have it to me 2 years more. Yes, or how be a bonny you. It doesn't fit you. You are not saying that the place is evil. No place is evil. But it doesn't fit you. I want here or what time will be you. I want here or what time will be you. When you're in your hands, what are a champion or damn. The young you see soon and when you look about damn will be me. What about you? In all your life, there can oko. There can oka. There jana oje. Why can't you renew and reconstitute? You're a man, bread in teaching. It's a man teaching one, but you figure certain places you are not allowed to go. And I'm saying, and yes, when you know, it doesn't fit your level. Yes, I want you. Baby, I want young can power. All the people in Niger, all the people who answer. You'll be surprised that places you may think are evil. All the people in answer. Forget about that. But, well, there's a no-go area out of bounds, my boy. I don't cause what's nature out of bounds. I don't go nature out of bounds. I also want to know you also have out of bounds in your physical life. Now, how would you know? When out of bounds, that only workers are allowed. Out of bounds. Or only staff are allowed. Konyanko, Kajan Same Black. I draw when you got to Bravo. Your lecturer will say, when you staff. Out of bounds. Wouldn't say out of bounds at our spiritual life. Don't you know? These people don't teach. So people do whatever they want. That is why we don't judge and we don't criticize. They don't do level what no. Your baby on ye. We do level never on one and yet. O come no. O come them and drop. So if you are still growing, now still our contact should done near maybe. Watch out. I don't know who phone. Who phone? Spiritual life is not easy. Introduction.
This discourse is very subtle and deeply spiritual, because only those who have experienced such will understand.
Then what? I be American. They are experiencing one better as you. Don't want experience and they make up with you. You have done. This is your plot. What are the tradition? It be a green, it be a move, it be a violet, it be a white. You are tradition. After some time, what are the people? What is the same dress? Repetition. If the color is lower than the first dress, degree, you are degrade. If the color is high, like I say, upgrade too. So we are like I said, and necessary. This only those who have witnessed, have seen, understand. That is the cloth you see around you all the time. Polish it. Polish it. There you see entirely. Seriously. You polish your spiritual cloth through spiritual exercises and mental positivity. Yeah, in the before. The way into the Bahaw, I you feel, hanya tennis court, hanya sports stadium, hanya shopping mall, hanya baby na bar. No difference room, hanya with them. There's big difference. To go back, that's a development here. Can answer one sanka. Why do you go to the mosque? Why do you go to the temple? Why do you go to the Jagriti? Why do you go to the synagogue? That's
Thus, the shedding of the snake skin by the same snake means something to us. Nature talks a lot to us, but because we want to see God up there, His presence and even lessons to us through His own creation are not observed.
hello. Mom so owo why the skin at order. One who did that. Then I catch it. Renewal. We see the BC as should be our spiritual ambitions. Mom who did that. Periodically, not all one, no, I'll run a skin. Or right, when you're skin for floor, so yeah, renewal, when you're at the floor. Our skin, no, then the body is reconstituted because a new skin. So the body should be able to adapt to the new skin. Another one, the shedding of the skin of the snake by the same snake periodically is a lesson to us. It is a big lesson to us. And I may say, nature nankasaka sature. Na de bia ani na adwen se pese hu nya no ba bi so bi. Nti nyame ebe ya nyankopon adesua ne nchechire omun bo ye hu. Akon say snake in ayi skin at all. You don't even sit or stand to think about it. Now what you are not going to have your shoes off. You have what done in century near Dicassia and have to go and judge. Why is that snake? I don't know to me free skin. Why is that snake? Now, for one a man skin, what had no one? You wouldn't say, my own PV at him. Can I answer about that? My friends, why you it is very, I don't want to use the word serious, but it is the truth. That they won't know why them. You won't be a cat what you have. They are monitoring you. The spirits of God are monitoring you. And what they are whether you know it or not, or what they are telling. Now, won't you mean I say, me who and to me, yes, if it's a dent in our back. So, wouldn't you want and you couldn't tell about how to so you soon. That mentality alone should tell you, say, Trana soon. This own you say, well, more. I do not with you so develop. You go according to your cloth. Hello?
Hi.
Finally.
As we have entered this new Gregorian calendar year 2022, we have to strive to either keep up with our clock or even improve upon it by renewal and reconstitution.
Very alright, the year 2022. May so be a crying. So, obey home. Now, I tell you, why improve on it through renewal and reconstitution. You say, one by way you practice with, I was someone who see what I do. And when you draw one of my AYASS. We can say at the chiwa, remark the one. Now, so why you're not at the near few. And I want to be now for I thought look I was in Patao, one of them. That's what you do. Should I be common cassing in I? You just kept going out wrong. Then say, you said, but just a message for my phone. Then I wear our phone. To me, there's something wrong with your body. The same thing applies to our spiritual life. The beauty says, we are seven for being solution. Renewal and reconstitution. We are in January 2022. Assuming, sir, you decided starting from the beginning of the year. We are already in the 8th day, 8th day of the month. And a night. We are already in the 9th month, in the 9th day of the first month. Into 9 days in 2022. So assuming, sir, they are targeting what? Yes, well, who's where? Obey them. Well, who am I? What is the say? The amount. Match it up. Don't degrade yourself. Then you soon what. But you when you accompany a person and mat, the entire day I can see soon. Then I hear the extra. That is what it is. That is the meaning. The kingdom of God coming down simply means more of us have become like God. That is the meaning. And we can only become like God when we wear that cloth. And until Isaiah say, "Oh, Musa or take and he wants me what? None of that then I you okay. That is the cloth of God in quotes. Where is yours? One can say Isaiah. Isaiah chapter 6, go and read the cloth of God. Also, there anything. That is what I wrote. Ya Aliyah, it's in Yamimi and Kosovo. Ya Aliyah, Yamimi and Kosovo. Oh, Yanko Potters one day. Munti the chattel. The American. If you are Muslim, you are doing Salah and La ilaha illallah. The cloth, no, if you are a Buddhist, you are chanting Namyo Horenge Kyo. You will be given a cloth. Continue. If you are a Hindu, you are saying Om Namah Shiva, a lot of mantras. Please continue. So they will be developed. They make out because you know there's spiritual development in every religion. Senya Santia Serbia, in a bit any source. About the young MY, this is openness in faith intermission. Then I don't and yakasi, oh, yes, now you're tired. In Sumidi. Napa Paragrams and become. By the year 2023, inshallah, they are tired. I am come. They are used to. Oh, Amen.